Hey everybody, Stacy here with Pitch Deck Fire, and we have another one of our pitch hacks of the week here today. So I'm so happy you guys have joined us to fine-tune your pitch and make sure that your company shines in your next upcoming pitch. If you haven't been with us before, I'll tell you a little bit about what we do. So we do tips and tricks on pitching, pitch decks, investor decks, sales decks, and live presentations. So if you're a startup founder seeking funding, or you're an established company looking for new customers, maybe you're pitching in a pitch competition coming up, or you might even be an employee at a corporate incubator program. All of you can find value in the stuff we talk about here in Pitch Hacks. So let's just jump right into it. What is today's pitch hack of the week? All right, how do I win my pitch competition? I don't know if you've noticed, but in the startup community, there's a lot of pitch competitions, pitch events, ways to pitch in front of an audience and get practice. The reason pitch competitions started happening was because startup founders wanted to practice their pitches. They often pitch for funding, and those pitches tend to be either live presentations with potential investors or in front of a group of potential investors, maybe like at an angel group or something like that. And so you get really nervous preparing for these kinds of things, and you really want to practice as much as you can in the real world to get all your jitters out and to fine-tune your pitch so that when you stand up in front of like that all-important potential investor, that you do a really good job and you're able to be successful. So that's why pitch competitions have happened. That's why they started cropping up. And then they've gotten kind of crazy. There's a lot of weird pitch competitions out there where people have done some crazy things to make them even more fun or entertaining. There's a balance between different kinds of pitch competitions. So what you've probably seen in kind of the local startup community where you are is that there's different levels of pitch competitions. So you've got pitch competitions that like have a winner. So maybe there's a panel of judges and they're listening to you pitch, and they might ask you some clarifying questions after your presentation, and they might choose who the winner is, and you might even get money, which is great. And so that might be why you're asking this question, is if you have a big pitch competition coming up where money's on the line and you definitely want to win it. So I want to tell you some thoughts on how to win your pitch competition. Before I go into that, some other ways that you might get into a pitch competition or other kinds of pitch competitions out there are ones that are focused on giving you practice or getting you in front of the audience, getting buzz for your company, things like that. And there's some really good ones. I actually am a really big fan of 1 Million Cups. They have a very wide audience. They're a national organization run by the Kauffman Foundation. I've volunteered for them before. They do a really good job, and they give people an opportunity at really early stages to start getting in front of people, telling the story and getting feedback. And the focus of those are to get actual feedback and not about getting your idea in front of an investor and not about winning a competition. So look out for those too, because those are really good ones to be a part of as well. So let's answer the question. So how do we win a pitch competition? So number one, we want to think about our audience. And this is true for any pitch, whether you're in a pitch competition or not. But you definitely want to think about who your audience is and what they care about when you're pitching. So why do we want to pay attention to who our audience is? Because we want to speak to them and be direct to them and answer their questions before they even have them, right? Prevent them from having questions. So think about who the audience is and what they care about. How do we do that in a pitch competition? Read the notes on the pitch competition site. A lot of people don't remember to do that. So make sure you know how long you're speaking for, what restrictions you have. The site might give you guidance for what they're looking for, what kinds of things would stand out for somebody who's in the competition to win. They might be looking for you to have a lot of traction or be able to show the success that you've seen so far. On the other side, it might be totally a concept-based thing, and they're looking for you to have a unique idea that is like nothing else. Maybe it's a competition that's focused on diversity, and so talking about how your company solves diversity problems in the world would be valuable for swaying the panel of judges. So go and look at what are the things that they're looking for, number one. Number two, another way to ensure you win your pitch competition is to think about who the specific audience is. So if you can find who the judges actually are for your particular pitch competition, that's going to be really, really helpful. So go look them up. Who are they? What kinds of companies maybe they invest in, what their experience is, what their background is, and you can use that as fodder for like how to go through your pitch and how to be successful. So number three way to win your pitch competition, be exciting, be engaging, really tell a story when you put together your pitch. And this is valuable for whether you're in a competition or any other purpose that you're pitching. Make sure that you tell a story, you get people engaged, you know what you're saying, you really go through that pitch in a really excited and happy way, right? Get people excited and interested in what you're doing, and they'll automatically feel better about it and think better about it and remember it when they go into the back room to figure out who's going to win, to go deliberate, right? So make sure you're memorable, telling a story throughout your presentation. Number fourth kind of way I think that you can win a pitch competition would be to practice. I'm going to say this over and over and over again in Pitch Hacks. Practice, practice, practice. I cannot say it enough. It's really important to practice. When you practice, you're able to talk through your presentation more comfortably and more of a conversational tone, and you can bring people along with you on a presentation and get them really excited and engaged with it because you're excited and engaged and you're comfortable instead of being, all nervous and uptight in your whole presentation. So make sure you practice to get all those nerves out. Other reasons to practice are you really can convey the information you had intended to convey, right? You might miss an entire section of your presentation or forget to close and just sort of say, and that's it. What questions do you have, right? Terrible way to end your presentation. So when you practice, you're able to feel more comfortable up there and you're gonna shine automatically. So those are my biggest tips on how to win your pitch competition. Again, I would say don't worry too much about winning it though, because it's not the whole purpose of doing a pitch competition. And I would look at pitch competitions and pitch events that don't have a particular winner, don't have like a pot of gold that you can win at the end or some piece of funding or something like that. Look at them more as an opportunity to practice, an opportunity to get in front of people, to maybe find potential investors, potential partners, potential team members. So look at it as a way to get out there, get into the world, get some buzz and get some practice. And I think you'll have a lot more fun with it, be a little bit less nervous, and maybe you'll win the pitch competition anyways. So that's our pitch hack of the week today, how to win my pitch competition. So hopefully if you guys have a pitch competition coming up, you feel confident and ready to win. If you have any other thoughts on ways that you would suggest people practice or prepare to hopefully win a pitch competition, maybe if you've won a pitch competition and you feel like you know exactly what the secret was, we would love to hear about it in the comments below. If you have any questions or ideas for upcoming pitch hacks, I would love to hear about them. Find the link down here in the description for telling me what you want to hear about next time. We put out new pitch hacks every week, and I hope to see you here again soon. Happy pitching!